Yo, what's good with it? What's happening? Yo, you know who it is? It's your boy CPA strongest CPA in the game. Boy, you know what it is. Boy, I'm fired up. I was tired this morning. I get up at 3 every day, get here in my office early in the morning before no one's here and start recording, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give some motivation in the beginning this time. Show me a successful person and he'll find a solution for the problem. Find an unsuccessful person and be like, it's too early in the office, I got nowhere to film. Let's go. Let's get it. I already told you who I am. I'm CPA Strength. I'm the strongest licensed CPA in the state of Florida. What do you do, CPA Strength? I teach the world accounting and I love it. It's my life, it's my legacy, and I love it. Let's go. By the basics, by the building blocks. I have the best accounting playlist in the world, best playlist period in the world. Let's go. It's right over here. Just click this. It'll make all your dreams come true. Boom! Now what is this one? This is number 75. We're buying a truck. We started 73. We started Widgets Inc. So 73, 74, 75. We're going every video. Every video we're doing a transaction, and we're following it with, we're doing a journal entry, and then I'm going to show you the chart of accounts, the general ledger, then we're going to the balance sheet income statement so you can see what one journal entry does to all these different things. So let's go. Let's just get into this, man. Let's go. We're buying a truck. We've bought a truck before, right? Oh, this reminds me of DCA. This is like my thing. If you're still around, this is my thing right here. Boy, this is my thing. Yeah. DCA alert, debit, credit, asset, draw, expense, liability, equity, revenue. It'll teach you. It's a mapping system. Come on. What are we gonna do? We're gonna buy a truck again. We've done bought trucks, but we're gonna buy a truck again. This is Widget Inc. Widget Inc. That's what we be running. We all own it. If you're a viewer, you own Widget Inc. You can tell me what you want to do with Widget Inc. And that's the beauty of this. It's an ongoing thing. We're gonna run it up to 100 though, right fast. We're not even thinking no negative thoughts. No what if, blah, 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 blah. You suck, JD. You're a piece of shit, JD. You're a fucking loser, JD. You're just a scumbag drug dealer. Get out of my head, okay? It's just positivity till 100. Let's go. Woo! Anyways, Widget Inc. buys a truck for $4,000 out of the checking account. I don't know why I put out of the checking account, because that's obviously where Widget Inc. would take it out. So you buy a truck. What's going on? What's going on with that? What happens when you buy a truck? Now we did on 3/31/15. We're buying a truck, okay? Let's follow the cash. And quite frankly, I didn't have to move this from last time because we bought something for $4,000 in our last transaction on 2/28, and number 74. But anyways, we have cash going out, and you're gonna see I'm always cash, because that's what I noticed when I was doing businesses. Mostly every journal entry, every transaction has to do with cash either leaving or coming in the business. So if you can pinpoint that, then you're good. So we have cash leaving the business. Cash is an asset. Over here, if it was positive and going up, it would be a debit. But it's going down. It's leaving our business, so it's going to be a credit. Boom. So that's our credit. $4,000 checking account asset. Our $4,000 cash. That's what's leaving our business. That is our credit. So what is our debit? Well, what do we get for that $4,000? We're getting a truck. We know that's we know truck is an asset because we're going to use that. We're going to use this truck to go sell stuff and service items and make money in an ordinary course of business. Certain assets will be depreciated. The truck happens to be depreciated because I've gone over this in many other videos, and I don't think we have time to do. We've already done this journal entry, so if you want to know, I have other videos with trucks, and we buy a truck and whatnot. And I'm going to do one to sell a truck eventually too, I promise. But anyways, that's going to be our debit, because that truck's a fixed asset, and assets going up are debits. So that's our journal entry on 3/31 when Widget Inc. buy the truck from a checking account. We have debit $4,000 truck, which happens to be a fixed asset. Our credit is $4,000 checking account, which happens to be an asset. So what did we do? we gained a little bit of asset here and we lost a little bit of asset here. So all we really did was flip-flop some assets. 2 assets, 1 journal entry. Alright, that's fitting good right there. So now's the fun part of the chart of accounts. Now when we were doing the journal entry with the truck, we would say, well, we don't have a truck on our chart of accounts. Well, you would kind of look simultaneously. I don't know how you would do it, but you would definitely figure out that you wouldn't have a truck on chart of accounts. So before, while you were doing that journal entry for truck, you'd also be adding it in a chart of accounts you'd make it a fixed asset. So I'm not really sure how I'm doing that with these boards. It's my 3rd one out of 27 so far, so bear with me please. But for our chart of accounts, mind you, what did we do in that last transaction? What 2 accounts did we use? We used truck, which was a fixed asset, and we used checking account, which was an asset. These were our chart of accounts. We already had the checking account, which is a current asset. We added the truck, which is a fixed asset. So here's our chart of accounts, all the accounts we've used so far since 73. So that's our chart of accounts are up to date. Now you would say, I guess the subset of each chart of accounts is the general ledger, and it's the activity. I'm gonna probably take that out. I'm gonna leave it in. I'm gonna leave it in. I'm gonna leave it in. Who was that? What is going on? Get back to it, big dog. Let's go. All right, so we're gonna go inside the general ledger, inside each account. Now let's just go. So the two accounts affected that we did something, that there's going to be some activity in the general ledger, so I want to show you that, is the checking account and the truck account. The truck chart of account over here, it was our first entry, and that's for $4,000 on 3/31/15. But I think it's more noted. I think what's more fun is the checking account. You can notice in the ledger, because now we've had three different activities. On 1/1/15 we got $10,000. See, I have that's in orange, whatever. And 2/28/15 we spent $4,000, so that's negative $4,000. And then 3/31/15 we spent another $4,000, leaving us with $2,000 in our checking account. Yeah. So you can see, every time there's activity, that's what you would do in the general ledger. Now that we have our totals from our general ledger, now these go to income statement and or balance sheet. So let's go to that now. Freaking beautiful. I'm living right today. I'm loving life. Okay. What 2 accounts did what? Now we're doing the balance sheet and income statement. Every transaction will affect, because every transaction's either gonna have something to do with I was looking for my DC Adler. It's gonna have to do something with the asset, liability, equity, revenue, or expense. Alright, now that's the 5 portions of chart of accounts. We can go in those chart of accounts, which also happens to be, look, assets, liability, equity, revenue, or expense. Every transaction is gonna affect one of these accounts, 2 of these accounts, because there's gonna be a debit and a credit. On this one, we had 2 assets, right? We had a current asset. We did a journal entry with a fixed asset and a current asset, and that's how I split these up on the balance sheet. But those 2 assets, does that have anything to do with the income statement? No. What's the income statement? Revenue minus expenses equals net income. That to assets, that's not a revenue or an expense, so that didn't affect our income statement at all. The only thing we have in our income statement is a rent expense for $4,000. So that means we had a net income of negative $4,000. We still have net income of negative $4,000. On our balance sheet, our liabilities and equity does not change, because the transactions that we just dealt with only affects the assets on the balance sheet. So assets equal liabilities plus equity. So So the liabilities and equity was $6,000. It's still $6,000. Now we added the truck. We added the truck for $4,000. That was on our general ledger. That was our general ledger ending. Was $4,000. What was the general ledger ending for the checking account? It was $2,000. And that's because we started with 10. We spent 4. Then we spent another 4 for the truck. So that equals a total of $6,000. 10,000 minus 4,000 is 6,000 here again. So it satisfies everything. Yeah, man, I had to go a little crazy with my jelly roll in this video. You know what? I might just leave that in the beginning. I don't know. I'm a crazy person. I have a lot of doubts pretty much all the time. I am really working on being positive and happy in more than just my YouTube videos. I try, you know, sometimes I don't record because I'm not in a good mood. And anyways, I've talked too much. I don't know if I'll leave this in, but I really enjoy your positive messages now. I used to, I guess, you know, I'm changing as a person. Every video I put out, I feel like I'm changing as a person. I'm evolving. I was meant to do this. Hopefully I can make some money and, you know, have a place with air conditioning and, you know, not live with my dad anymore. I could say get a real job, and yes, it's true. Anyways, but with the comments, I used to be such a hateful, negative person. That's all I knew. That's all I ever received. Negativity and hate. That when I would get positive messages on the YouTubes, I wouldn't know how to feel. It would make me feel very awkward, and I didn't know how to receive it. When I got a hateful comment, I knew how to receive it. I was so used to that. That's what kept me driven. And just recently, I just can't go on the hate alone anymore. Like, a hateful comment comes in, and it's from Tony Robbins. I said, why does that person have to leave a hateful comment? Like, what's wrong in their life? And I'm trying to evolve like that. And then when I get a positive comment, I'm like, oh, this person's learning from my videos. And anyways, I hope to see you on the next one. I hope you like my series. I hope you're learning something. You know what, man? I got love for everybody, man. Unless you're a hater, don't be hating. Just try to uplift and not tear down people, all right? Deuces. Roll me up and smoke me when I die. Just roll me up and smoke me when I die.
All of a sudden they ask me how I'm feeling. I'm sick of explaining myself.